Welcome to Q&A, Social Security Disability Today. This program is brought to you by the Reeves Law Firm, representing you and your Social Security and disability needs. If you have a problem or questions regarding Social Security and disability, call attorney Anthony Reeves. Here's your host, attorney Anthony Reeves.
All right, tips for helping you prove that you are disabled. Things that you cannot control. All right, the reality is when you're applying for Social Security disability benefits, ultimately you're putting the fate of your ability to get disability benefits in the hands of a third party. In other words, you're letting somebody else make that decision. So a lot of times when people come to me, I tell them there's just some things that you cannot control. And you say, well, what do you like? What, Attorney Reeves? Well, you can't control who gets your case. Meaning you don't know when you first apply, it goes to a particular worker. That worker will assign it to the state agency to develop your case medically. You can't really control what worker who's going to be assigned to your case. That worker might be somebody that's aggressively diligent in getting everything and is trying to help you help your case. And you may have somebody else who may not be as diligent. You have no control over that. Can't control what your doctor put in your medical records. The reality is that most people want Social Security to put the doctors to put great information in there to support their case, but the reality is you have no control over what that doctor says. All you can do is do what you need to do or do what the doctor tells you to do and hope that that helps you out. You really don't have a lot of control over what people say about you. During the course of the application process, Social Security is going to ask you to provide the names of third parties who know you. Now, if you're lucky, you go and you talk to those persons and you say, listen, be honest, I'm applying for disability. They're going to reach out to you, give them a good picture. But you really don't know what they're going to say. They could, I'm not saying you need to coach them or prep them, but you really don't know what they're going to put. Okay? If you go before a judge, you have no control over who that judge is. Meaning, are there judges that are very favorable? Are there judges that are less favorable? Are there judges that are fit in the middle of the road? Yes, yes, and yes. Do you have any say-so over how you get any of those judges assigned to you? Absolutely not. So you really have no control over which judge is going to be assigned to you and what that means for your case. So you can have a great case assigned to a tough judge, or you could have a tough case assigned to a great judge, but you have no control over how that happens. As you probably realized in my past video, I previously talked about things you can do to prove you're disabled, tips that are things that are under your control. Focus more on those things, because the reality is if you've addressed all those things properly, they should help you balance out against the things that you cannot control. So trust me when I tell you this. There are going to be things under this entire process that are within your control. When you have them under your control, take advantage of them to the best of your ability, because the things that you can't control are going to play a bearing on those things that you cannot.